So today, what is the topic? The statistical quality control, amma. Statistical quality control methods. That is topic name. Statistical quality control methods. So, manaki exact how we can say that means. So, in the real time industry, suppose మా మీరందరూ కొద్దిగా మ్యూట్ చేసుకున్నారా అమ్మాయిలు మాకు అందరూ ఒకసారి మ్యూట్ చేసుకుంటే మా గర్ల్స్ మీరు అన్మ్యూట్ లో ఉన్న వాళ్ళు ఒకసారి మ్యూట్ చేయండి రికార్డ్ అవుతుంది కదా సౌండ్ వస్తుంది ఇబ్బంది లేకుండా ఉంటుంది ఓకే మ్యామ్ ఇన్ ద రియల్ టైమ్ ఇండస్ట్రీ లెట్ us consider in the real time industry. Suppose you consider a pharmaceutical industry. So we are producing the paracetamol tablets of 500 mg. We are producing the paracetamol tablets of 500 mg. Suppose I have prepared one batch. That means I have prepared the raw material for one batch. Let us consider for 1 lakh tablets I have prepared the raw material and I am producing it. So each tablet should have 500 mg. Suppose if it is 550 mg, then what happens if any person takes that dosage of the drug, automatically it will be there is a different reaction to the person because what the specified amount is the 500 mg only. So the tablet should be only 500 mg. More than or less than it affects a lot to the person. So that's why what you have to consider the tablet should be only 500 mg. That is the main concentrate. So suppose if you are getting the 550 mg producing the tablets 550 mg, then we have to reject that batch. Again, we have to prepare a raw material for the paracetamol and we have to produce the paracetamol tablets. Okay. So here what he has given is the first, look at this one. The following data gives the readings of 10 samples. The following data gives the readings of 10 samples. What he is saying is that the following data gives the readings of the 10 samples. Okay, of size 6 in each production if a certain component. So let us consider what I am saying is that 10 samples. 10 samples data I have considered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so on. 10 samples. Samples of size 6. What is the meaning of this size 6 means? First sample has 6. Second sample also has 6. Each sample has 6 observations. Each sample has 6 observations. Remember this one. How many samples are 10 samples? Each sample has 6 observations. That is, this is size 6. Okay, next one. Size sample has the mean 383 has given. Second sample has the mean, third, so on. So he has given. So similarly, range. So what is meant by range? Let us consider. Suppose if you take the consider the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let us consider. What is the range of this one means? How will you say? Highest value is how much? 10. Lowest value is how much? 1. 10 minus 1 is the range. 10 minus 1, that means 9 is the range of the this one. So now what you have to do? Similarly, range he has given. Range is 95. Similarly, for the second sample, range. So in the second sample we have the total 6 observations. Total 6 observations. In that one, highest value minus lowest value 120 is. In the third sample, highest value minus lowest value 100. Fourth sample, similarly, so on and so forth. So this is the model he has given. So now what we have to do is draw control charts for x bar. Draw control chart for x bar. For n is equal to 6, a2 is 0.483. What is your conclusion? So after completing the problem, again we will come across with what is the conclusion, this one. So for n is equal to 6, a2 is equal to 0.483. This is a fixed value. N is equal to 6 means how to do this one means each sample has 6 observations. Each sample has 6 observations. Therefore, n is equal to 6. You have to remember. A2 we have to find out the value. Okay. So n is equal to 6. Sample size is this one. N is equal to 6. A2 is equal to how much? A2. This is A1. Sorry, A1, A2. N is equal to 6, A2. How much? 0.483. This is the table we require for the to consider the table values. So for n is equal to 6, A2 is 0.483. Remember, for n is equal to 6, A2 value is 0.483. Just you remember the value. Okay. Next we will go for this one. Now we are going to find out the control chart for X bar. So sample number, the previous data only I am writing it in a column wise only. Sample numbers from 1 to 10. Okay, next one, mean. Mean is equal to the same data I am writing here in column wise. Range. Range already we discussed. We have sample one has 6 observations. Range, how will you find out the highest value minus lowest value? He has given. The entire data is already given. Okay. Next, what we have to do? Mean summation. The summation of these means 5460 you come across with. Summation of the ranges also you have to find out. How much you are going to get? 840. Summation of the range is 840. Are you clear about this one? So given data is sample number, sample mean and sample range. Summation of the mean, summation of the range. Okay. So 5460 is sigma x bar, not sigma x. These are the means. That's why it is sigma x bar. So this is sigma r, not sigma r, but this is range only. Therefore, this is sigma r. So next, control line for X bar chart. Control C dot L stands for control line. Control line. So how you do this problem? Formula is control line formula. X double bar is equal to sigma X bar by N. Control line formula is X double bar, not X bar. X double bar is equal to sigma X bar. Already you got this one. N is equal to how much? Number of samples? 10. Okay. So then what happens? Then what happens? 5460. 5460. Sigma X bar value is how much? 5460 by N value. Total 10 samples. Therefore 10. So how much you are going to get? 546. Is it clear? X double bar is equal to sigma X bar. Sigma X bar by N number of samples 10. Next, up U dot C dot L stands for upper control line for X bar chart. Upper control line for X bar chart. Formula is X double bar plus A2 R bar. X double bar, how much? 546. A2, already you did the value from the tables 0.483 something. R bar, you don't know R bar. This is sigma R only. R bar means how will you find out all these values? 840 divided with 10. So R bar is equal to sigma R by N. That means 840. This 840 I have to place it here. N stands for number of samples, average. Therefore 84. R bar is equal to 84. Okay, is it clear? Next, X double bar is 546. X double bar means already you did this one here 546. So 546 I have pasted here. A2. A2 already you know the value A2 0.483. Next R bar is how much? 84. 84 you have to place it here. 84 I am placing it here. So how much you are going to get? You are going to get 586.57. So upper control line is 586.57. So next lower control limit for X bar. You can guess it. Upper control line is X double bar plus A2 R bar. So lower control line what happens? X double bar minus A2 R bar. X double bar minus A2 R bar. So therefore X double bar is 546. A2 value is this one. So R bar is equal to 84. So substitute here. So 505.3 you are going to get lower control line. Next, what you have to do is now we have to prepare a control chart. Sorry, we have to prepare a diagram whether we are accepting or rejecting. Okay. First, what you have to consider? sample points. How many samples are there? 10 samples. So you place it on x-axis. Sample numbers you have to place it on x-axis. Remember, on x-axis we are considering the samples. Okay, on y-axis what you have to consider? Whether mean or range. We are considering the mean chart. That's why you consider the means only. So means only I am considering. This is the mean or average, whatever it may be. So next, what you have to do for sample number one, what is the mean? 383. Before that one, what you have to do is the control line is how much? Control line is 546. We have 546. 5460 by 10 means 546. So first you have to draw a control line. So 546 means somewhere here you have to draw a control line. Upper control line is how much? 586 point something. 586 means somewhere here you have to draw upper control line. Lower control line is how much? 505 point something. 505 means somewhere here you have to draw. So this is the control line. So this is the upper control line. This is the control line. This is the upper control line. This is the lower control line. Okay. Now we have to place the values. So sample number one has how much? 383. Sample number one has 383. One has 383 means you have to place the value. Some 383 means around here. Not exactly I am placing here. Somewhere here. Sample number two consider 508. 508. 500 is this one. 508 is somewhere here. Similarly, sample number 3 is 505. So on sample number 10 is 753. Sample number 10 is somewhere here, 753 like this. This is not the exact diagram, just it looks like this only. Okay. So now if you consider here, so our values is how, what are the values? So control line is, sir, upper control line, just check the upper control line value 586. Lower control line is 505. Just check the values here. Above 586, is there any value? Above 586. 1, 2, 3. 3 values are there. Okay. Below 505, is there any value? Below 505. There are some values. 383. Below 505. So 505 only. So what happens? Now if you consider this sample, sample number 1, sample number 5 consider, sample number 5. This one, sample number maybe 6, sorry. Sample number 6. Just I didn't exactly draw the diagram, that's why. Sample number 6, if you look at 337, that means below the lower control line. Okay. So just we will check the data. Above 586, is there any data? First you check above 586. Above 586. Above 586 means 1, 2, 3. That means 8, 9 samples are above the upper control line. Remember, 8, 9, 10 samples are above the upper control line. Okay. Below the lower control, 505 below. Is there any value? Sample number 1, sample number 3, sample number 6. Sample number 6. 1, 3, 6. So 1, 3, 6, 8, 9, 10. These samples are out of control because this has crossed the upper control line or the lower control line. Therefore, 7, 8, 9, 10 samples and 1, 3 and 6 samples are out of the process control. That is the conclusion you have to get it. So this is a control. So this point is above the upper control line. Next you can say one more point. This point is also above the upper control line. This point, if you consider, this is also above the upper control line. So if you consider this point, this is the below the lower control line. So next, if you consider this point is also below the lower control line. So that concerned samples 8, 9, 10 and 1, 3 and 6 samples are out of control. That is the conclusion you have to write it. Sample points fall outside the control limits. The process is out of control. So sample points means you have to write the sample point. Which samples? 1, 3, 6, 8, 9, 10. These samples fall outside the control limits. That's why the process is out of control. That we have to write it. So this is about the how to prepare a mean chart, not a range chart. This is a mean chart. Next, we will consider one more example. So construct a control chart for mean, not man, this one, mean and the range chart for the following data. Okay. Samples of 5 being taken. Each set of 5 has been arranged in ascending order. So samples of 5 being taken. So each set has 5 items, he is saying. Each set has 5 items, he is saying. That means you have to consider this wise, ascending order, 42, 65, 75, 78, 87. That means this is the way. This is the first sample, second, third, fourth, like this. This is the different samples he has given. Now we will go through this one. So sample number, so we have total 12 samples. So sample number 1 has 42, 65, 75, 78, 87. So I am writing horizontally. So next what you have to do, summation of this one you have to write it here, total. So you have to find out the mean. To find out the mean, first you should get a total. Next divide with how many numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 347 is the total. Divide with how much? Divide with 4 or 5. How many samples? 3, 4, 5. Divide with 5. How much you are going to get? 69.4. So this is the mean. So this mean is 69.4. Okay. Next, range you have to find out. Range you have to find out. What is the highest value in this one? 87. 87. Lowest value is how much? 42. So 87 minus 42. 87 minus 42. How much you are going to get? 45. Therefore, 45 you have to place it here. So range is 45. So similarly, find for the remaining rows also you find the totals. Next, you have to find out the average. 317 by 5, 285 by 5, so on so. Similarly, highest value minus lowest value. Highest value is 90 for here. Lowest value is how much? 42. 90 minus 42. Like that, you have to write the ranges. So now the data is completed. Now we have to find out the total. Total of this one. So mean total is 859.2. This is the X bar values. Summation is 859.2. So this is denoted by sigma X bar. These are the X bar values. Therefore, this is you call it as sigma X bar. This is you call it as the sigma R, summation of R. Okay. First, already previous problem we did that one. Control line is X double bar is nothing but sigma X bar by N. So sigma X bar is this one by N. Number of samples is how much? Total 12 samples are there. Therefore, divided with 12, 71.6. This you carry it as the control line. Okay. Next, R bar. R bar is nothing but sigma R by N. Formula is sigma R by N. Sigma R is this one, this value. By N stands for 12, 59.67. Okay. From the tables for N is equal to 5. Each sample has how many observations? 5. So for N is equal to, we have AT value is a fixed value. It is 0.58. You can go through the table values. Now we have to prepare a X bar chart. Formula is what? Control line X double bar is sigma X bar by N. Already we that one X double bar. How much? 71.6. So control line is nothing but 71.6. Completed. Upper control line. Upper control line formula is X double bar plus A2 R bar. A2 is this much value. R bar is this much value. X double bar is 71.6. So what happens? 71.6 plus A2. A2 is 0.58. Next R bar is where? 59.67. So this is the multiplication, not the is equal to. Just you consider small mistake. 0.58 multiplied by 59.67. How much you are going to get? 106.91. Okay. Next, lower control limit. X double bar. X double bar value is already we did that one. So 71.6. A2 is 0.58. A2 is 0.58. So you place it here 0.58. R bar R bar is how much already we did this one, 59.67. Here multiplication, A2 into R bar, 0.58 into 59.67. How much you are going to get? 36.99. Lower control line. Control line, upper control line, lower control line. So next you have to prepare a R chart. Now R chart formulas. Control line, same control line. Control line is only R bar. R bar is equal to how much? R bar is 59.67. So control line is completed. Next upper control line. Upper control line is D4 into R bar. Upper control line is D4 into R bar. So D4 also you come across with the tables. For n is equal to 5. You have to find out the D4 value. 5, how you got? How many observations in each samples? D4. D4 is equal to how much? 2.11 for n is equal to 5. So D4 2.11 into 2.11 into R bar is how much? R bar value is here 59.67. So this is not is equal to 2.11 into multiplication. How much? 125.904. Similarly, lower control line. Lower control line is D3 R bar. D3 into R bar. D3 is how much? 0. 0. D3 is 0. You have to write it here. R bar is equal to how much? Here is the value is there. So 59.67. 0 into 59.67 here. Not is equal to. Therefore, how much you are going to get? 0 only. So for X bar chart, we have the control line, upper control line, lower control line. Similarly, for range chart, control line, upper control line, lower control line. So just we paste all the values in to my first I am drawing the X bar chart. So on x-axis always you consider the sample points. On y-axis for mean chart write the mean values only. Now you draw the diagram. So similarly for the if you consider this diagram, so this point is outside of the upper. This is the control line, upper control line, and lower control line. Okay, this point is outside. Okay, next this point is outside. Okay, so sample number 8 and sample number 10 are out of control. You have what the conclusion? You have to write sample number 8 and sample number 10 are out of control. That you have to write. So that means sample number 8 has produced the paracetamol tablets with some variation in the weight. That it is not 500 mg. It is some 510 mg or 525 mg like that. Similarly, sample number 10 has also produced a different weight of the medicine paracetamol. That's why we are rejecting the batch of sample number 8 and sample number 10. Remaining samples we are okay. Similarly, range chart. So range chart, how to draw? That means on x-axis you have to consider the sample points, but on x-axis you have to consider the range. We have to prepare the mean and range. Range values you have to take for R chart. So draw the diagram. Upper control line, lower control line, sorry, control line, upper control line. Lower control line is nothing but 0. That means this is the lower control line. 0 means this is the x-axis itself. Now if you consider all the points are between the lower control line and upper control line. All the points, sample points are between the lower control line, upper control line. Therefore, we have to conclude the process is under control. The process is under control. This is the way to find out. To do the mean chart and range chart. So next we will